When we tried to pick each other up, we spoke at the same time. Our pickup lines colliding with each other, two lines on top of each other, forming the sign for equals. Your sum and answer sequence, my repartee discourse, and the resulting relational proposition was beautiful. I had never experienced a non-defective quotative act like it. I always had an open presupposed proposition that my impermissible mixed metaphors were weak epistemic qualifications at best, unproductive suffixes at worst. What's a nice noun like you doing in a sentence like this? Your elicitation frame introduced me to an irregular verb. I responded with a hedged performative. Your enablement schema gave me the proper field distinction to build a firm endocentric construction in my pants. There was no ambiguous phonetic transition. It was a conjunctive act. Your container metaphor mixed with my conversational maxim as both our tongue roots switched from accusative to dative case. Your indicative device told me there wasn't a double stop in sight. We made the switch from question marks to exclamation points. After some athletic extraposition, I flipped you over for an emphatic alternate relation. There was no failure of fit. Your diphthong circumfixated on my assertive illocutionary point. My anti-passive voice became an emphasis marker. My anchored entity became fluent in gestural usage. Your breathy vowels began a future perfect tense as my counterfactual conditional relation found its way deep into your cleft sentence. I'm going to comma. You spouted a hierarchical honorific as I repeatedly inflected your grammatical gender with insertion sequence labials. We switched to a new extraposition with a brief glottal plosive, defining ourselves through kinetic distinction. Nuclear syllables stampeded from your mouth in a predictive future tense into a quivering, into a voiceless vowel. I responded with a phonetically similar segment, and we were both lost in an obliterative overlap. We found new inflectional categories. Full stop. Fuck yeah. And that's no hyperbole.